get this thing started. Go on, little one. You gonna catch some mice in that truck? Because I'm certain you're gonna find something. Oh, goofy cat. Explore carefully. Hi friends, welcome back today. So, many of you know I got this C40 here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this truck yet, but let me tell you something I am gonna do. I am gonna haul wood. It's getting cold out, you can see. I got my black Chevy, which I am not putting a block of wood in that truck. I have, but I'm not gonna do it anymore. I got my Colorado, but it ain't much of a wood hauler. It ain't, there's not enough real estate in the cargo area to haul enough wood to really make it worth hauling wood. But I got this truck, and this truck is got suspension. It's got a flatbed, which I'm not real big fond of. I'm gonna have to do something about that, otherwise I'm not gonna be stacking a ton of wood up on the back of that thing. Got a motor mouth cat. Can't mind your own business, but we keep you anyway. Guys, the main thing I gotta do to this truck now, like I said, so I got a back window in it. I went ahead and did that on my own time just because. Need to find something for the seat cover because that's terrible, and this stuff, it don't come off when you get, I don't know. It feels actually pretty good right now, but I sat on it before and the whole back of my shirt was covered in that stuff, so that's not good. Interior's not great. Oh, girl runs pretty good. It is in need of a water pump sooner than later. This one's, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it moves. It's not ideal. Many of you have expressed huge concern about the air filter. I have the air filter for it. I will put it on. Just figured right now, why? It ain't like it's getting dirty, but never mind. I'll get to that. So just don't worry about that. But my biggest concern, guys, this truck has 0 brakes. And I mean 0. Now, with that being said, it does have this ridiculous master cylinder up here. Terrible brake booster underneath this. I don't know what this is, but the whole thing's ridiculous. It probably cost me 3 times what I paid for the truck to replace it all. And again, guys, this truck's not going for a ride down the highway. Not ever. I need to get something on it so I can at least slow it down or stop it. Because right now, like I say, I just push the clutch in and coast. Luckily, I haven't hit anything. And I mean, I'm not a total idiot, and it is a stick. So I mean, I can get the truck to slow down. I can even get it to stop if I need to. But it would be nice if I could just jam on that pedal in the middle and actually bring this thing to a stop. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. Here's what I was thinking. Now, like I said, granted, if I could pull all 4 wheels off this, replace all the shoes and the wheel cylinders and have all these drums turned and see if I could even find this big booster for it. And I'm telling you, I would have, I might as well just send this truck right back to the scrapper where it came from. I could go through and maybe upgrade a few different things, maybe change something to disc. I don't know. I could just go through and change the few things that may or may not be wrong with it. I don't know. Like I said, at this point in time, I got a lot to do. I got a lot to work on, and I want to make this thing as simple as possible. It don't have to be 1,000% safe because I ain't running down I-75 here. But I got to have it at least 30% safe, and I know just how I'm going to do it. Oh. Now, guys, I was under here the other day, and I noticed that the light is terrible right there. I need to shut my barn door. This thing has a driveline parking brake on it, which is actually pretty good news for me because I think what I'm going to do to make this very, very simple for myself. Let me pull these bolts out, get the drive shaft off of here, pull this drum off of here, and bear with me. Just put either a wheel cylinder or something in, some shoes and a wheel cylinder inside of this, run it to that one master cylinder that's up on the firewall, eliminate all the rest of that other stuff that I'm not going to use. And then bingo, voila. I can now stop this truck. Now guys, I already know that 16 of you are leaving crappy comments. Just relax, relax. Like I said, I need to emphasize 2 words to you. Wood hauler. Not pulling trailers, not driving down the highway. This thing's not even going within a mile of my house. I need to put wood on it, and I need to see if I can get it to stop. Now, with the driveline brake, that means, yes, I only have rear brakes. That's it. If she's got 4,500 pounds of wood on the back, perfect. That will stop. And again, friends, like I said, until I get an idea of what I actually want to do with this truck, because I don't know. I thought it would be a lot cool. It is, and don't get me wrong. Let me say that again. It is a cool truck. It's very cool. I got a lot of other cool stuff I want to work on instead, and I need to use this, or I want to use this for something. I thought about pulling that flatbed off and shortening the frame and putting a pickup truck box back here to match what I got up front. And yeah, that may still happen someday. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't have enough disposable income to make this that yet. And the rest of the truck sure does need a lot of other attention. So, like I said, guys, cheap and quick and easy and effective, because then I can haul wood on it. Let's get to it. Nothing else. Let's tear that apart, see what's going on in there, and see if I can do something to make this work. There, now, I don't think there's going to be much involved in getting this brake drum off of here. Yeah, gotcha now. Excellent. So, these friends looking at this, I think I got an adjuster here, pin here. I have to measure this thing, but I believe that, well, first off, I believe this whole backing plate is loose. That's not good. But that's the least of my worries right now. I think I can fix that. Let me... Perfect. There. Cut that little bastard off. And I got something I can work with now. Yeah, I like that. Let's get out of here, guys. I told you I'd get it. Now, friends, believe it or not, some of you probably don't, but that's okay. Getting this off was mountains less work than even getting one tire off of this truck. Now, I want you to remember something. I want you to think of something. Don't think I didn't try to actually make these brakes work, put fluid in them and bleed them out. it did have brakes for 1 second. And then they held for 25 minutes. And then I blew a wheel cylinder, got a brake hose that's bad. Basically, guys, the whole thing was gonna have to come apart anyway. So this is why I'm doing this way. Now, friends, also something that's gonna be really spectacular about doing this. I mean, not only is it kind of a one-size-fits-all, but here's the best part. That's an 11-inch brake shoe setup. So really now all I got to do is go and find some car that had 11-inch rear brakes, buy a set of shoes and a hardware kit. Probably don't even need an adjuster because I got one right there, and bingo. I think, you know, as far as this backing plate goes, I should be able to poke a hole in it right here and maybe drill a couple holes so I can make some generic wheel cylinder work in here, even on these shoes I got. Even on these shoes, I mean, it's just gonna work out, guys. So let me do a little bit of research now, come up with some parts, and we'll put this thing back together, run it off the master cylinder that's already in the truck. It's gonna work great. Well, friends, back from a little trip to my auto parts house here, found a wheel cylinder. Do I know what it fits? No. Basically just went to the auto parts store and started opening boxes. There aren't many things that have wheel cylinders anymore, so they don't necessarily stock a bunch of them, but I think I have the perfect setup. So I got that little ridge right there. That cylinder fits it just about perfect. I got room on the back side of this bar. The bar also has a little ridge in it. So what my thoughts are, let's pull these bolts out. I got a hole about this big. I'm gonna have to poke right here. I gotta drill 2 holes for these. Bingo. I got pins that'll match up to the outsides of these brake shoes. I got brake line. So I think my Frankenstein brake job's actually gonna work, I think. Let's find out. Well, it's gotta be pretty close. If it's not too close, if it's not close enough, I can always make adjustments, so no big deal there. Where to put my wheel cylinder? We need that. Yep, adjustments will have to be made, but wait, whatever. This is a good start. Now I just gotta figure out exactly where I wanna put this hole. And that's gonna take a little bit more math than I was planning on doing this morning. So, where'd my wheel cylinder go again? Let's see whereabouts I gotta be now. Okay, I like where this is headed. So that fits in there really nice too, so that's good. So close. Give it a little. I think that'll get it. I know, friends, this is a highly mathematical position, but whatever. I'm close and close. Dang, that's spot on. Awesome, friends. That's looks like it's supposed to be here. Now I got to get my pins in here, get it mounted up in that truck, get fluid run to it, and see if this whole thing works. I'm sure it'll work. Just dandy. Dandy, I say. Well, where'd my pin go? Oh, here it is. All right, friends, so unfortunately, Auto Parts Store only got one of those in stock for the day, so I got to wait for that one for tomorrow, but that's why I was kind of test fitting everything. I think this is going to work absolutely perfect. Now, on to the next part of this battle. I think with everything in there, I mean, it ain't going anywhere. Nothing's going anywhere. Anyway, friends, like I said, I got to wait for that other pin till tomorrow. But hey, like I said, no big deal. I can put this whole system right back in the truck. I can go ahead and get my brake line hooked up. Next part of this equation, like I say, that'll all be easy peasy. I got to get this old, that's got to go. Got to get all that out of there. And I think I bought 2 6-foot brake lines, which I think was one too many. I think I could make the whole thing with 1 brake line, which would be just fine. So here we go. Get this brake line run up into no man's land here. No problem. Gotta go over the speedometer cable that doesn't work. There we go. Problem solved. Next problem. Get the stuff. Come on, just go. There you go. Okay, now just kind of got to get, there's that. Come on, get in there. What else we got here? Running up where I need it to be. Let me get my wrench and get these tight. There ain't much more I can do under here today, so then we'll go, geez, this old truck's trying to hurt me 1 minute after the next. You're getting brakes, truck. What more do you need? Anyway, let me get these tight and we'll go up there and get it hooked onto that master. And until I get that, there ain't much more I can do here. And yes, I can absolutely reach that bleeder screw, so that's good. I'll take that. Okay, back up top we go for now. Okay, now, so gotta get that line off of there, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna use these. There's a 100% chance that's gonna break and strip out, or both, so. Oh, well, that wasn't so bad. It is gonna break though. Let me get something to catch all that brake fluid I put in there. I just hate brake fluid, it's some nasty stuff. And I don't have enough ends. Guess this is just happening. Yeah, get out of my way. Get out of my way, you rusty bugger. See, if you guys were looking for some proof that I actually did try this system out, there it is, there's still fluid in it. Anyway, where was I? Okay, well, what size is that? I got a couple of fittings here because I wasn't sure. Yes, that is what size it is. I had a feeling. Now again, don't laugh because there's going to be a combobulation of fittings, but whatever. Like I said, not for highway use. How do I want to move? Will you stay right there? Yes. Let's make this all professional-like. Put the old coily cue in it. Okay, I kind of like that. I like where this is going. Dang, guys, that's professional right there. Let me tighten that combobulation of garbage up there. Easy does it. Easy does it. And you guessed it, easy does it. Now, since I don't have the size to get that off, let me pull that off of there. I'll be darned. That thing is plumb full. So, I guess I got a quart of brake fluid that I can just save for later. That's fine. All right, guys, I guess we're pretty much on a holding pattern till tomorrow, till I get that little pin. And once I get that, I don't want to cut all that out of there. Once I get that little pin, we'll just, jam that brake drum back on there and jam the drive shaft back on and take this for a spin. What do you say? Dad didn't forget, so before you get yelling at me about something, there. Bingo. Gotta find a screw, but I mean, otherwise we're looking good here. All right, friends, back on the job. Got my little pin I needed here to put them brakes together. So I'm just gonna crawl up underneath there, put that on, put the drum on, put the flange back on, put the drive shaft back on, bleed it out, and let's take it for a spin. It's so simple. Even got my trusty headlight. Where's my drum? Let's get this thing on and adjust it up. So what I'm going to do, guys, is that little adjuster, there, that better. The little adjuster that's on the bottom of that, I'm going to turn that out a little bit so that brake drum just touches. I'm going to back it off a little bit. Then I'm going to bleed it. Should work. That's it. Got everything kind of settled. Okay, so there's that. Now, pull that back off of here. Okay, right there. We're just touching. Actually, I'm going to leave that. I'm not even going to loosen that back off a notch. I'm going to leave it right there. Now, I've got to reach around behind here, get that bleeder screw cracked. Hey guys, so with my bleeder screw being loose, I'm going to go ahead and take this cap right off of here for a few minutes. And then I'm just going to wait. It's probably going to, well, it's not even probably. It'll self-bleed itself down. Still got fluid in there, so that's good. So I'm just going to wait for that to start dripping, tighten up the bleeder screw, and should be in good shape. There. Just like I said, we got brake fluid now. Yeah, there we go. Let me get that tightened off. Okay guys, well, with everything together, I mean, I got pedal. I got a lot of pedal. Actually, I got no. I think she's gonna stop. Let me get this tightened down. Now, all I gotta do, slap that drive shaft back up onto there and let's give her a shot. I ain't got enough hands here, friends. Anybody want to give me a hand with this real quick? Lord have mercy. Oh. All right, guys, let me get that on there. I'll be right back with you here. Okay, everyone who's curious, including myself, everything's up and bolted in. Let's see if it's got brakes. Okay, come on, baby. Okay, it runs. That's a good start. Ran. Oh. Come on. Why don't you want to run? Let me get the big door open because I need a little bit more room to run here. Wow, guys, what do you know? That works extremely well. And again, don't do this to your vehicle if you're driving it on the highway, because it's not safe. But you'd never guess it, because this thing, I mean, we got brakes now. I mean, right now, that thing stops on a dime if all the weight's in the back, of course. It doesn't do anything in the front, but hey, you know what? I can at least stop this truck now, and that makes my life a whole lot easier. Now, I just got to construct some racks or something so I can fill this thing up with wood. And maybe come up with a door handle. I got really mad at this door handle for not working right, so I just, if I need to lock it, I mean, I guess, there. Safety third. Perfect. Well, friends, that's going to do it for me today. I got brakes now. I mean, it's simpleton, but I'm telling you what, for the $32 I got invested into making this truck stop, mission accomplished, I'm telling you. Now, at some point, I probably will go through and at least fix these two fronts at some point. It ain't going to be today, and it ain't going to be tomorrow, but at least, like I said, now I can safely drive to that chunk of woods over there, cut wood, get it in my wood shed, and, I don't have to worry about passing my driveway or whatever. So, hey, that's good news day. Well, guys, thanks for joining me for All Around the Farm today. See you next time.